Hi, I'm Flora.
And I'm Mabel. We normally help out at open evening, but this year it's a bit different.
So we thought we'd show you this video about what it's like at All Saints.
Hello, my name is Elliot. I'm head boy here at All Saints. I'd like to welcome you to our open evening. This is our virtual open evening because unfortunately coronavirus has actually stopped us from meeting you in person. I'm really happy to introduce you to Ruby. Together we are student leadership and meet regularly with Mr. Cornish and his team to discuss student matters. I will now hand you over to Ruby.
Hi, I'm Ruby. I'm head girl at All Saints. And again, I'd like to welcome you to our virtual open evening. Mr. Cornish is going to go through what life is like at All Saints. You have seen the videos before our introduction that gives you a little taster. Mr. Cornish is going to go through some more of the details. We are looking forward to meeting you in person when you arrive at All Saints Year 6 transition. Bye.
Thank you, Elliot and Ruby, for beginning our online open evening. Welcome, everybody. My name is John Cornish. I'm the principal here at All Saints Church of England Academy, and I'd like to extend my own welcome to you all this evening. It's lovely that you're able to be with us. I'm sorry that you're not able to be in the building with us directly. We know that this year is different compared to previous years, but we hope that by this evening, the end of the evening's presentation tonight, you will have a really clear sense of who we are and what we're about at All Saints Academy. I'm the parent of a child in Year 7 myself. She's just started in a new school, and so parents and Year 6 students, I do really have an understanding of what it is that you're going through at the moment. And I know it's tough this time around. It is different, and it is a bit unusual compared to how it's been in previous years. So it's really important that you are well informed about the choice of secondary school that is in front of you. So for the format of our evening tonight, it's broken down into 3 main parts. There's some videos from myself now to show you what life at All Saints is like. We've got a site tour. We also have then some interviews with some Year 7 students about how they found starting at All Saints. That's the first chunk of the evening, and then I will then do a presentation to all of you in the middle part. We will then finish with showing you some more videos about what life at All Saints is like in the wider curriculum. All throughout the evening, you can make comments in the chat. There's a question and answer function that's running all night tonight, and I've got a team of moderators and senior colleagues who will be answering questions. There will just be a slight delay on that, just whilst if we've got the same question coming in, we will pick the one that we feel sums up best, and then we'll put it out there. So we will make sure that we're answering the questions to everybody this evening directly, so that you have a Q&A all evening for the questions that you have. And then I'm going to direct you as well to our website at the end of the presentation, because on our website there's a huge amount of information about the application process itself, our admissions forms, but also all of the resources from tonight. So the videos, the presentations, curriculum information is all available on our website. We're all getting versed, aren't we, at the moment in terms of using digital media to get information about things. So without further ado, I hope that's clarified how we're going to be working this evening. And we're going to take a look now, if the tech works, I'm fingers crossed for that, at a day in the life at All Saints. Good morning, everybody. I'm John Cornish, the principal here at All Saints. We thought we'd show you a day in the life of our school, and I've asked Mr. Jennings, who is one of the members of my senior leadership team, to help us with that. Enjoy. Hi everyone, this is Mr. Jennings.
Hello.
And we're going to show you a day in the life of All Saints.
Bye guys, have a good evening. Okay, so that was a day in the life of All Saints. I hope you enjoyed that, and we look forward to meeting you on the Year 6 transition.
Fab, so that was just a short welcome to a day in the life of All Saints. It's always a busy day at secondary school, as I hope you get a feeling of that coming through there. And thank you to Mr. Jennings for his work in helping us with that. So I'm going to move straight on, actually, without further ado, to take you on a tour of the site. One of the things that you normally get to do on open evening is to walk around the whole site and to see it for yourself. So again, that can't happen this year, but I hope that this short video will help you understand a little bit about how our site works. It's a beautiful site overlooking the harbour. It's really a distinctive and lovely place to work and to learn, and I hope that this helps you with that. Fantastic. So I hope that was helpful and gives you a real flavour of our site. As I said earlier, normally on this evening you would be able to wander the whole site, you'd be able to go down to the sports hall, see the science labs, try some food in the food room, make some artefacts in D&T. That's one of the really lovely things about progressing onto secondary school, is that you get the opportunity to be taught in specialist spaces, specialist teachers working with the technologies and the equipment to help you in your learning. We can't do that this year, but I hope that that short video there has helped you understand what our provision and what our facilities are here at All Saints. We're going to move on now to our third video, This is always a risky one. This is interviewing students, and they always tell us the truth. That's one of the most fantastic things about working with young people that I love, is that they always tell you exactly like it is. So I've asked, actually I didn't talk to these students myself. It's again a risky business. I asked my a colleague to interview 4 students to say how they had settled in as part of the induction process at All Saints in Year 7. So let's see what they have to say.
I felt a bit nervous and scared, but after a while got comfortable.
I mostly felt excited.
I felt excited because it was a new school.
My first day was a little bit nerve-wracking before I got here, but I walked in with one of my best friends and then I had a really good day and started to settle in after a while.
It was fun, but it was quite nerve-wracking.
Very well planned out and they made you really feel at home. This day was a bit tough due to navigation, but other than that it was a great day. My favourite thing about All Saints is the range of subjects that you can do, because in primary school you don't get to do like science, for example, and use like things like Bunsen burners, but now I can do that, so it's really fun.
The way they've set everything out so that you do feel like you're going across the whole school even though you're going in one tiny corridor.
My favourite thing about All Saints is the fact that it has such a wide variety of people and teachers, and it just makes it like an entirely different place to junior school.
How the teachers work so hard to get all in different places.
Like how big the school is, and you have to go everywhere to find every class, and it's a bit confusing.
There's a bit more time in the day, so you're doing more of each lesson.
How big the school is and how far you have to go for one lesson.
Again, also how big the school is. You get lost very easily until you know your way around.
Some people think that when they come to a bigger school they have to like hide who they really are, so I'd say just be yourself and talk to some new people and get some new friends.
All Saints will sort out any problems that you might be having inside school, so just talk to them and they'll sort it out.
Ask teachers where things are. You get lost very quickly.
I thought that it was going to be really hard, but it turned out to be pretty easy and I made lots of new friends very, very quickly.
I found it was quite daunting at first, but once you get there, it's really easy to settle in and it feels like I've been here for years.
Settling in at All Saints was a bit of a mixed bag. You never know what would happen, but it ends up good.
Like most of my answers, it was quite hard to settle in because it's just a bigger school than most people are used to.
Okay, so we're going to move on now to the next part of the online open evening. It's my privilege to bring to you the principal's presentation for the next 20 minutes or so. Just a reminder that the online Q&A chat function's open this evening. I've got members of my senior team standing by to answer your questions and queries as we go through. Just to start with, All Saints Academy is part of Ambitions Academies Trust. That's a Bournemouth and Poole-based trust that now has 2 schools in Weymouth. And if you'd like to find out more information about who Ambitions are, there's a link there for you to the website when you get the presentation sent out and up through Facebook later on. There's a link there to take you to the website. A couple of key points about Ambitions. Children are absolutely at the heart of everything we do. That's really important to stress. We really have pupils front and centre of our work. I'm really pleased and can absolutely confirm is that every academy within the trust keeps its own identity. There is something unique about and special about All Saints that's different to our other schools in the trust, as there is with those schools as well. Every school keeps its own identity. We believe in outstanding teaching and learning alongside strong pastoral support. We know that's crucial for developing children's character. And we listen carefully to you, our parents, our students and our teachers. And by working together, we know that we can achieve outstanding and successful outcomes. Our curriculum should always be and will always be broad, balanced and enriching. And our high expectations leading to high achievers mantra, that is clear and simple for everybody. We have 13 schools and 3 nurseries. We all work in the local community. As I said, it's mainly Bournemouth and Poole based, but now we have 2 schools over in Weymouth. And our vision, really ambitions, is to provide an outstanding quality of education, improve the life chances of all young people. And as a principal, I'm privileged to have this team behind me working with me to support me as I lead the school here on a day-to-day basis. If you'd like to get in touch with the Chief Executive Officer there, Sian Thomas, you are more than welcome to do that. You can do that through the website. She's always available, very personable CEO who is able to meet with parents and to talk with parents. We have a really clear, really rigorous and supportive governance programme in place for All Saints. And what I'm going to do now is move into talking purely about All Saints, having spoken to you about the trust, talk very much about All Saints. And I'm going to start with what this evening would have looked like or did look like last year. I'm really sorry that I can't meet you all in person tonight, and it's very strange doing this open evening this way. But if you had been able to come onto site, you would have seen some of our prefect team, teachers and students dressing up to help you with history. You would have been able to sample cooking, hear some music, table tennis with teachers. There's the bit in the hall that you would normally be having with me now. You would have been able to make some artifacts and some products in the workshop, more dressing up, French and Spanish and German cuisine. You would have been able to do all these things. You're meeting staff, meeting one another, prefects, art workshops. We had a graffiti wall last year. We had the science labs going, taking part in activities in maths, holding our animals, meeting the prefects team, all ways round, just having really a really different and diverse evening. I know it can't happen like that this year, but we are so looking forward to welcoming hopefully many of you here in September, and I'm sure before then that should you choose All Saints, we will be able to welcome you up and so that you can understand what our school is like. There's our vision for All Saints. It's our vision for education. Really, it's a vision for helping every young person be the very best that they can be. It has 3 simple parts: to act wisely, to build community, and to help others. And as a church school, we try and offer an education that's deeply Christian, but for the common good. And we have one simple scripture that underpins that. In everything, do to others what you'd have them do to you. That's hardwired into our behaviour policy, as you'll see later on, where we want people to treat others in the very best way that they can. We have 5 simple values: wisdom, kindness, community, responsibility. And I know for students who are really our future, that principle of sustainability is absolutely front and centre in our work as well. And then as far as our student ethos goes, we don't like having lots of rules and regulations. We have 3 simple things to remember. Ready, respect, safe. Are you ready to learn? Do you show one another respect? Is how we're working safe. And there's our golden rule: treating others the same way as we want them to treat you. We believe that wraps in really clearly into the ambitions view that high expectations lead to high achievers. And you will see in the pictures later on in the presentation and through our social media feeds that we push out, those are our kind of our key messages for how we run things on a day-to-day basis. In terms of running things on a day-to-day basis, these are the 6 members of the leadership team. That's myself in the top left, Mr. McDonald. He runs the inclusion part of the school. Mr. Osborne is our Key Stage 4 standards lead. Mrs. Jeans, our Senko. Mrs. Roberts leads on quality of education. And Mr. Jennings, who is our Key Stage 3 standards lead. And together we are looking to offer a distinctively Christian education that gives every student in the school the chance to flourish and experience life in all its fullness. it comes back from a diocesan and a church point of view to starting children off on the way they should go. And even when they're old, they'll not turn from it. We believe that's wisdom from Proverbs, and we want to do that foundationally for children at this crucial stage of their education. We are a Church of England Academy. We do offer something slightly different in that regard. That doesn't mean you have to be a practicing Christian to come here or to work here at all. We are a community school offering an education to all children in Wyke and Weymouth. But so that you are clear about this, the 4 core elements there of the Church of England vision for education: wisdom, hope, community, and dignity, we believe are applicable to every part of our work. We work closely not only with Ambitions, we also work closely with the Diocese of Salisbury. We visit there regularly and they visit us as well. And I'm sure that many of you will know Brother Ali. We have Brother Ali up here regularly to help us with our worships, with our assemblies, in our RE lessons, talking with students, getting to know students. A fantastic addition to the community here at All Saints. The next slide is a blank page, and I like showing this because I know it's been a turbulent time over the last 3 or 4 years for schools in Weymouth. I know that every school has faced a particular challenge. We know that there have been some new head teachers and some new leadership teams brought into the area, but for me that is a slide that speaks to the future of not only All Saints, but I know the local area as well. As heads, we're working together absolutely to make sure that this area, as parents, you can have a choice of good schools for your children to go to. We don't have an Ofsted report at the moment. That's because technically we're a new school. We are really looking forward to the point at which we are judged a good and an outstanding school. We know that becoming an academy was a key part in our journey, and we're looking forward to having that validated as we go through. And I'm going to take you forward a few years now. When you leave school, students, you will be you'll be 15 or 16 years old, and it will be the year 2026, which seems like a long way off now, but I can promise you, for all of us, it will come round really, really quickly. And as a principal, I have one simple challenge that I put in front of young people every day, day in, day out. I say, I'm encouraging you to be the best version of yourself that is possible for you to be. Can you reach your potential? I love mountains. They've fascinated me. I love the idea of climbing tough, inhospitable regions and just pacing and slowly going away, always making progress uphill. And when you reach that top of the mountain, you have a wonderful view, a wonderful vista. And I want to encourage every one of you listening tonight, mums, dads, grandparents, aunties and uncles, but children most importantly, can you reach your potential? Because we in education at All Saints, we're currently preparing you students for jobs that don't yet exist. The technologies haven't even been developed. You're going to do that. You're going to be you're going to be able to help our country solve problems that we don't even know yet are problems. It's an exciting future for all of you. That's why it's important that all students learn a really good variety, a broad variety of skills for your future. And with that, I'm going to take a few moments to talk about the curriculum that we offer at All Saints. It's a broad, balanced curriculum. It's a rigorous curriculum, but it's also flexible. And at Ambitions, our view is that curriculum should empower and enable students and provide opportunities for enrichment, the 3 E's of curriculum: enabling, empowering, enriching. And at All Saints, we make sure that every through years 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11, we tailor our curriculum to help you find your individual talents, your individual skills and your individual abilities. There's only one of you, year 6 students listening, there's only one of you in 6, or as my daughter says, nearly 7 billion. Okay, and we want your curriculum, All Saints, to help you find the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. It's always going to finish on a day like this. That's from a couple of years ago now, the GCSE results in 2019. That was when we didn't have to have just one tutor group in at a time, or a day like that this year. we were thinking, how is it going to feel? How is it going to be? But actually, it was a fantastic year. And every year over the last few years, and I'm sure again next year and the year after, we will be seeing an improving set of results. Whether it's English, maths and science, whether it's attainment grades at whatever threshold you're looking at, whether it is the progress of all learners, whether it's humanities, you have some pictures there of our geography field trips. Humanities is one of our best performing subject areas. Lots of students take a humanities subject. We want everybody to, by the time that you are leaving here, either history or geography. Whether it's modern foreign languages, you will have the chance to study French and German in Key Stage 3. You will have a chance to study both, and then you'll be able to choose 1 or 2 languages at Key Stage 4. We have established overseas visits with other schools to develop a sharing and a love of language and culture. Whether it's art, we have a thriving art department. We have an annual art GCSE show. We have a fantastic view from our art room over the harbour. If it's music, in which we offer GCSE music, all pupils have dedicated lessons in year 7 and 8. You can take instrumental lessons in lots of different forms, singing, instrumental group, the rock school. We have the choir. We want you to sing or to play instruments in assemblies, communions, worships. Other events you can see there when we support, as I'm sure some of you will have done, students in All Saints Church. Whether it's sport, you might want to be a Year 11 football captain. We won the area cup in June 19. We beat Colfox 6-5 last season. Was obviously cut short, man of the match, scoring 4 goals. If it's rugby, taking part in sports day, or if it's netball or whatever the sport will be, we want you to be able to be empowered by an outstanding curriculum. We know that subjects like STEM, science, technology, engineering and maths are going to be important for your future. We've got there some engineering projects that we were taking part in recently. We took a group of students to the Bovington Tank Museum. We won that. We won the 2019 STEM Challenge with the team at Tiger. We work closely with a company called Taysom in science. It's an online learning platform. It means that students can learn at a pace that suits them out of the classroom. In science, we are a silver mark school. That's a really prestigious mark that goes into science departments. It gives us a 3-year accredited practice. And with Taysom there, we're a star school in 2019. We know that all of those things, at whatever part of your curriculum it is, whichever part of your curriculum destination or journey you're on, it is so important to have a curriculum like that. It's broad and balanced, it's flexible, we believe it's challenging and accessible. We have a 3-year Key Stage 3, that's years 7, 8 and 9, and then we have a 2-year Key Stage 4. Our curriculum has a high degree of personalisation, so student option and taster courses are a key part of our curriculum learning. We don't trap students into everybody doing the same route. We keep it varied and we keep it broad. We do have really highly academic routes. Yes, we want to see many of you taking the full English baccalaureate for able students. We want to have vocational and practical routes for all students where you have a balance of coursework and internal assessment to help you in addition to sitting your external exams. Whichever route through our curriculum that you choose to go down eventually, we believe that you'll be able to progress to a wide range of destinations. We want you to have knowledge and skills for life. We are aware of Progress 8, which you will be aware of as parents. We don't get driven by it. We don't say everybody has to do every single one of these qualifications has to be a GCSE. No, we have a really flexible approach to curriculum. We know that English and maths are really important. They are double weighted subjects. If you have good English and maths skills, you will be able to go on and to progress in a wide range of subjects and other courses later on in life. EBAC qualifications, I've already spoken about the strength of our geography and history departments. Our science departments come in there and computer science also. Then in our open group of subjects, that's where we have that option to either have more GCSEs, if that's a route that you wanted to go down, to take, for example, a GCSE in media studies, or it could be where you might take a vocational qualification, something like child development or BTEC ICT. We believe that gives a really broad and flexible curriculum. And we know that sometimes some students, or all students, need to have that flexible individual support. So I've just outlined for you there a number of programs that we have in place to support students in their wider curriculum. We have a really dedicated and really highly skilled ELSA team to help students with their emotional literacy and social awareness. We have a modern foreign languages support program for that in years 7 and 8. We have additional SEND support for students in the hub. That's our team of team led by our SENCO and our teaching assistants and our high level teaching assistants. We have a whole range of literacy and numeracy programs that work in English and maths, very bespoke, very targeted to help students make progress and to catch up. We have intervention programs across year groups and inclusive personalised packages at Key Stage 4. Homework Club, Fridays, 5 stars and more. We have revision timetables all the way through. We have lots of opportunities for students to be supported in their curriculum. But as you know, and I hope that you've had a sort of sense from the videos and the presentation so far, we believe that life is more than what you just do in the classroom at school. And so I just want to talk for a moment about opportunities at All Saints in the broader sense. And I think the best way to do this really is to show you a range of pictures. We have year 9 there. A few years, that was last year before we had lockdown, taking part in a day at Weymouth Outdoor Education Centre, co-steering. You can see some students in the bottom there preparing for their World Challenge visit. We've got an RE Awareness Day taking place there. That was our sports captains. I've spoken already about sport. Again, another medal-winning team there. Sports Day, that's a glorious view over the harbour. Whether it's taking part in things like the Big Pedal, making sure that we're doing our bit for sustainability, as hopefully you saw earlier, but don't worry if you didn't, because you'll be able to see it all on our website later. The ski trip, it's a biannual visit and a glorious day in the mountains. Whether it is being able to have your picture taken with the principal on the front lawn, we fondly refer to it as the holy grass. You're not allowed onto it normally, but for student of the week and for official photos, you are allowed to step foot on there. Whether it be taking part in sailing, with the harbour being so close to us, whether it's engaging with our Learning for Life, that's our PSHE programme. They're looking at a Parliamentary Democracy Day, having a whole school assembly, whether it be taking part in Student of the Week. We want to celebrate your achievements and we want you to be recognised for work that you're doing inside and outside of the classroom. Student of the Week has been a great success. You can see a blend of uniform and non-uniform. The non-uniform shots there were taken during the lockdown period, and we asked students to send in pictures themselves. One young man doing well there with 2 certificates. But that's the highlight of my week, is commending students and saying well done for the work that you've done. And we do that for learning in the classroom, and we do that for learning outside of the classroom. We do that for students who are just going above and beyond, students who are making progress and steps in their learning, or how they're getting on with their attitude. There we have one of our GCSE PE students. It really is a fantastic way to end the week on a Friday. That was just some of our certificates there from MFL and from maths during lockdown. We want to see you, students, year 6, talking to you for a minute now. I'd love to have your parents' permission to have a really cheesy picture of you with a certificate for something that you have done well. All of the students that get certificates, they all go forward into our rewards assemblies, and we do more certificates. We do prizes. You can see that's Christmas last year with attendance vouchers, with certificates for progress and for effort in subjects. It's a little bit different this year, obviously, at the moment, but we will still be doing our rewards assemblies. We'll be doing them online probably this year, but we will still be rewarding you with vouchers, with certificates, with letters of commendation. I can see roses there, chocolates. We do all of that. We want to make sure that you are receiving the right praise and rewards for your efforts. Those are always a highlight of the term. Because I think the question really is how far will you go at All Saints? I'd love to put your picture of you with a certificate for doing something well on our website, on our Facebook feed. I'd love to have you up to say well done for your learning, for your contribution to the school, for your contribution to the community. I'd love to see you in a few years perhaps take part in a Duke of Edinburgh expedition or in our World Challenge expedition. Again, this is a fantastic life-changing opportunity that takes place every 2 years. You've been able to see hopefully some of the videos at the start of the evening. We'll put them, they're available on our website as well. It's life-changing work that everybody is involved with on those excursions. We want to keep in touch with parents in a number of ways, okay? When we're looking at how far can you go, if we don't work closely with you as we go through, we know that communication is really crucial with that. So we have a parent app, we have our website, Facebook's a link, we send texts, emails, we have our student planner, tutors, heads of year, and our senior leadership team. They're all part of the team. Because why do we do what we do? Well, I think that picture sums it up really. It's cross-cultural, it's educationally incredible. Again, just some pictures showing you of what life outside of the classroom can be like at All Saints. I love every 6 weeks putting together our newsletter. That's just a page from it, from a couple of editions to go. But I want to just say again, really, that our work here makes a difference. Our young people, your children, you Year 6, you are worthy of the very best that the teaching profession can give you. You're worthy of our time, our energy, and our dedication. And our goal is simple. It's to help you realise your potential and enjoy life to the full. Why? Perhaps you might go to Belize on a World Challenge. Perhaps you might get your picture up. You might get your into a rewards assembly. We want you to get an attendance badge. We want to send certificates home. Well, the reality is in 2026, we know that we're going to be celebrating the end of a journey with you. And we would love for that to be at All Saints. We would love for you to apply here and for you to be in that photo there where you are capturing the end of your educational journey, ready for the next stage, ready to go on to college, to sixth form, an apprenticeship, whatever your destination will be. You probably won't know that yet, and that's absolutely fine. But we want to support our young people with that every single step of the way. I hope that's been helpful for you in terms of some of the things that we hold important at All Saints, some of the priorities for us. I'm just going to go through some of the kind of the key operational bits with you. So if you'd like to keep in touch with us, those two pictures on the left hand side when you get the slides later on through Facebook and onto the website, they're links, but I've indicated those elsewhere to our website and to Facebook, and there's email addresses there for you. I'm very happy to receive direct contact myself. You have the contact detail from my Senko, Mrs. Jeans. If she is someone that you need to be in touch with, please do contact her. You have the office. Our absence line is more for once you're inside, but our transition team would be a key one for you. That's manned by my assistant vice principals, and we will be able to answer any questions that you have if we've not covered them off this evening. So in terms of how to apply, I'm sure by now that you're aware that the deadline is the 31st of October. The link is there to the Dorset Council website for starting a place at secondary school. You do not have to be a practicing Christian to apply. We are a church school, but we're for the common good. We are absolutely working with the community, and we have people from all faiths and of none. If you do meet the denominational grounds within the policy, please complete and return the supplementary form on our website. There's a link there for that. That has been amended slightly this year to make allowances for church closures during COVID. Another important colleague there for you, Mrs. Lewandon, has her phone number and her email address. If you have any questions about the technical parts of the admissions process, please contact her. I know she is looking forward to helping you. I'm going to close with a question. Might it be the start of your journey? We couldn't do this bit this year, and that was really sad, because what we always do is when year sevens come in, we link hands, we live out that middle part of our vision, we build community, and we do a little procession, and we have our year 11s applaud our year sevens in. There's something of the changing of the baton with that 1 year group going out and the next year group going in. We are a community at All Saints. We want to help others. We want to act wisely. We want to live out those values that I've spoken to you about. And I really hope that the videos that you've seen this evening, the presentation there, and the website that's available to you do give you a sense of whether this might be the place for you, whether it could be the start of your journey. To find out more, please visit our website. Click on About Us. When you click on that, there'll be a little drop down that then takes you to the open evening page. Please, if you're not doing so already yet, I'm sure lots of you are, please do follow us at Facebook. We do have a Twitter account, but our main feed tends to be where most of our parents are on social media, and that's on Facebook. So please do keep in touch with us. Please, I can see the questions coming in. That's fantastic. Please do continue to send those in. What we're going to do now is to say good evening. Thank you for being out with us. Thank you for tuning in, watching and listening. The chat question and answer will remain open for another 5 minutes. If it's still going at that point in time, we can continue that. But for 5 minutes, we'll leave that open now. And we really do look forward to being in touch with you as we go forward. I wish you the very best for the rest of this evening, for the rest of year 6, and also for year 7. Take care now. Bye-bye.